In my opinion, the NBA today is trash. And I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I believe it's true. So let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sports Sanctuary. As you know, today we're going to talk about the NBA and 5 reasons why I believe the whole league is utter trash these days. But before we get into all that, if you haven't done so already, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you can get alerted every time I upload a new video. And if you could, please, if you have the time, give the video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into today's topic, because I'm sure you guys can't wait to hear this list. And starting with number 5 on the list, I want to talk about the soft bigs that have taken over the modern era of basketball and made the NBA trash. These days, there ain't no more Hakeem Olajuwons, Karl Malones, no Patrick Ewings, no Shaqs, no David Robinsons, nothing like that. Today we got Zion, Giannis, Joel Embiid, which I'm sorry to say, it's not the same thing to me. Looking at today's league, I think it's pretty obvious that most bigs play like guards now, hovering around the perimeter where they shoot 3-pointers most of the time. Hardly any of the bigs on the floor these days have any real presence under the rim, and it's stuff like that that makes me miss the old days, because I miss watching like the old dominant big men, because it was a lot of fun watching Shaq tear rims down. I mean, I understand a lot of NBA rules have made it difficult for bigs to play in today's league like they did in the 90s, but still I feel like there are many ways for big men to be dominant on a court that just don't happen. And because of that, it's made the NBA hard to watch for me in a lot of ways. So that's why I put it here at number 5 on the list. Coming in at number 4, I have horrible officiating. Officiating has always been a problem for me, no matter what sport or what era it's been. But it seems to me in this modern era of officiating that it's really beyond awful. Players do push-offs indiscriminately. Traveling and carrying is rampant and almost never called. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I actually saw a traveling call get made. On top of that, the calls are like extremely consistent from player to player and game to game, with tremendous favoritism being shown with the superstars. There's missed calls in games, which are especially frustrating in crucial parts of the games. And even still, in addition to all that, the refs are constantly making these soft bullshit fouls all the time that mess up the flow of the game, and for me anyway, and they almost always give the other team easy points, which I feel like tilts the game, you know what I mean? So for all those reasons, I feel like bad officiating definitely needed to be put at number 4 on this list. Next up at number 3, which could really be number 1 for real, I have flopping. Flopping in today's NBA is so out of control that you can see it on display at least once a game. It's like over dramatic. I feel like it's a seriously disrespectful tactic to the game of basketball. And I swear LeBron James is like the worst at this. Him and James Harden, like they do this all the time. And it's like to the point now in the league where the flop is fully intentional, because like the flopper will initiate contact, lower their shoulder, and then when the contact is made and they don't get the points, they'll flop backwards and go flying across the floor like they just got punched by the Incredible Hulk or something. It's painfully corny to watch, and it's even worse when the officials actually call the foul, which takes me back to the shitty officiating, like I was saying earlier. But it's just funny to me because the league was supposed to implement a new rule that was supposed to fine players for flopping. But outside of a few isolated cases, they really never fine anybody for this, and they never as fine as superstars, which does nothing but make the flopping get worse. So because of how much I feel like flopping is diminishing the game and the integrity of the sport, I think putting it here at number 3 on the list is more than fair. Moving on to number 2 on this list of reasons why I feel like the NBA is trash today, I have the lack of defense / bad defense. that is basically, it's basically on the court every game. Like, you don't really have to go far. Just turn on the TV and try to watch an NBA game. And I feel like this because if you turn it on, you see basically the NBA is all about showboating now. You know what I mean? It's all about stat stuff in like LeBron and Russell Westbrook. It's all about getting the individual accolades so players can justify their careers and fans can justify their favorite players' existences without context. People love how to say LeBron will finish the top scoring leader, but what they won't tell you is that he took more than 70% of his shots at 10 feet or less from the rim. In a league where nobody plays defense, but they want to make you think that that's him being the all-time scoring leader is supposed to be like some great achievement. And basically just no defense. It makes it easy to get these easy buckets. Outside of a few teams that take defense seriously, you know what I mean? There's really nobody that play. It's just basically all offense. So now, instead of playing defense, people just wait to get the points back on the other end of the floor instead of just playing defense. They just get it back through offense. And this not only limits the excitement of the game, because I feel like you're taking off half of the game by taking the defense out of it. I feel like it's just as disrespectful as flopping, which again takes me back up to earlier complaints. And so that's why I have no problem putting it here at number 2 on this list. And finally, coming in at number 1, the thing I think makes the NBA the most trash today is superstars chasing super teams, which is a trend that has become super prevalent over the last decade or so since LeBron James started it. And before anybody jumps in the comments trying to tell me LeBron didn't start this, yes, he did. He started this when he left Cleveland and went to Miami. And there's a difference. People say, oh no, organizations been making super teams for decades. And yeah, you're right. But what LeBron supporters fail to realize is that there's a difference between what a franchise front office has done throughout NBA history compared to what LeBron did when he left and went to Miami. Front offices that build teams through trades, drafts, and free agents are different than players colluding together in free agency to join up on super teams so they can win easy championships. I don't know why it's so hard to see that or explain that to people. There's an obvious difference between winning championships with players that a team drafted and traded for compared to teams that were put together over the summer and fully assembled through free agency to win easy trophies the next year. Did you know that if the Nets win the trophy this year, it'll be like the 3rd or 4th team in a row that won a championship with superstars that were playing for a different team the previous year? That's sad to me. And there's no way you can tell me that that's not watering down the league or making it worse. And now that ring chasing is a thing now, it's watered down the NBA and destroyed any hope of parity in the league by making it so that only 2 or 3 teams have a chance at winning a championship at all. Meanwhile, every other team in the league sucks because all the stars play on like 3 or 4 different teams. And since I'm obviously not the only one who feels this way, the ratings for the NBA have tanked. They've went into the toilet. People aren't watching it anymore. It used to be people were fans of teams, but now people are mainly just fans of players. And I think that this has led to a steep decline in viewership because the people who were fans of teams were the ones who used to watch the NBA the most. And since their team nowadays most likely sucks, unless you're like a Lakers fan or a Nets fan or whatever, people just stop watching. So to me, putting superstars who ring chase at number 1 on this list was a no-brainer to me as for reasons why the NBA is trash. But what do you guys think? Did I make a decent argument for why the NBA is trash these days? Or am I just way off base and just being a cornball? Let me know in the comment section down below and let's talk NBA basketball. If you found any value in this video, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and share the video with your friends. If you totally disagree with me and think this video was terrible, hit that thumbs down and leave me some constructive criticism in the comment section to let me know what you didn't like about the video. So maybe if it's just a difference of opinion, we could talk about it, or if maybe it was something that I did wrong with the video, I can do something better in the future. But that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you had a great time, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.